There is this particular video currently trending where they, I don't know what is actually behind this video. But then again, I know I have a lot of knowledgeable South Africans watching. You guys should always educate me and tell me what is happening. The video is a very furious one. We have these people share that Nigerians are overpopulating their country. Foreigners in particular are taking up the resources meant for South Africans, and I have a beautiful lady that was able to pour out her heart to explain in details the reason why it is the way it is. I'm going to let you guys watch the video shortly, but then if this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Julie. You are highly welcome to Julie Harrison React. Don't make it your last by subscribing. Let me quickly let these videos rule, and then please, I want the comment section to be as interactive as ever. What is really happening in South Africa? Take it away, guys.
Go back and fix your own country. Go and face your own government. South African public hospitals and clinics are for South Africans and nobody else.
It's not enough to say we are for the people while your political party is being funded by the same billionaires who hire them. So it's the cycle of corruption, as I call it. The public outrage and political showmanship. Foreigners are being arrested or they're being chased. There are cameras, it stirs up emotions and people are excited, let's vote. And then 2 weeks later, the same people go back to the same hospital which is under-resourced. I mean, it's a quiet reinstatement. I mean, we saw what happened with the fast food restaurants when they were raided. It's backdoor corruption. People in higher places pay other people to close those cases. I mean, who are the winners in these situations? Politicians, the employers, the corrupt officials who take bribes from these illegal foreigners as well, working for these multi-billionaire corporations. PA is pro-liberal, it's business minded. I mean, PA is identity politics. Put South Africa first. Talk about a perfect combo for division. Same 3 different branches. And what I'm saying is called performative politics.
Now I won't allow the foreigner to bully me.
Yes. Let me tell you, Baba. Yes. You see here in South Africa. Let me tell you, here in South Africa, you are going to leave. You understand?
Belfordine residents are not going to allow him to stop this woman to operate this bakery. She's been operating this bakery for 9 years. Right now, as we speak, she received a letter from your boss to say she must vacate that place within a month. That is not going to happen.
I'm opening a shop there. It's an Acha shop. So one of the guys came to me and tell me that I mustn't sell chips there. I must sell only Acha. And then you know what it was happening? I said, okay, right, I'm gonna put chips there to sell the chips. And then they said, right, you know what, because you're opening an Acha shop, you must sell only Acha. I said, who are you? I told them, I said, who are you? That's why now I put Zimbas there. And then I told them I'm gonna put cold drinks also there. Because now they said, okay, right, if you're gonna sell the cold drinks, the chips, and everything, we'll talk with the boss so that you mustn't open a shop here anymore.
A South African who wants to run a shop in this community, you are going to run a shop. There's no Pakistani or Bangladeshi or whoever is going to come from wherever and tell you what to do in your country. We know that you guys bribe Home Affairs officials, but we are going to bring our own people. This is the message to South African government. I want the South African government to know. Larinyela. ANC government, Larinyela. We can never have foreigners pulling people here in our country. And we always saying Larinyela, Lanya government. That's South Lanya. I want it to reach Panyaza, I want it to reach Ramaphosa, and whoever who's there, Lanya.
You see this place? It is a registered tire shop. It is a registered tire shop. Look at, we have tires even behind here. Look at, all these are tires. I even have truck tires. All right. This place is a registered tire shops. I'm even gonna show you, but you're not gonna see it very well. All these things you are seeing are documents for these shops, but I'm not gonna show you people very well because you people are criminals. Some of you, not all of you, some of you are criminals. I'm not going to show you, but this is to show you that it is a registered tire shop. This year alone, I have employed more than 15 to 20 South Africans to work here. But each month that they receive their salary, they will stop working. So what must I do?
Literally, that's all Nigerians care about. flexing on their neighbor, showing off for their neighbor. That's why they'll buy a Mercedes in Nigeria, even though the roads are fucked up, knowing that a Mercedes isn't what you need. The maintenance, you can't afford it. But they'll buy the Mercedes to show the world that I can afford a Mercedes, they can't afford maintenance. They scam to buy LV and pay for IG bitches. Literally, the people in my country only want to get rich so they can continue slavery, modern day slavery. They get rich to insult people, to bully people who are beneath them, to make themselves feel better about their shitty upbringing, their shitty lives. And they don't actually care about a better Nigeria. That's why we live in shit. That's why the world that we live in is shit in Nigeria. They don't ever scam to get money to get roads built, donate to the orphanage, donate to the schools, put in medical systems. They don't care about any of that. That's why I love bleeding them. I take the money and do what they're supposed to do. They literally do not aim to get rich for financial freedom. They aim to get rich for flexibility. Literally.
A video right here on TikTok. South African ladies living in Nigeria. They were enjoying their life, posting content, and even talking about how kind Nigerians are to them. Nobody told them to leave. Nobody dragged them in the comments. In fact, people welcome them and show them love. But every time I, a Nigerian, post a video while living in South Africa, many South Africans rush to my comments saying, leave our country. Like I'm not supposed to be here. Why the double standard? I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm just living my life, just like your sisters are doing in Nigeria and many other places around the world. Let's not forget we are all Africans. One continent, one people. The same way South Africans deserve respect abroad, Nigerians deserve the same here. Thank you. Please change. Please change.
I wish South Africa had a different name. I wish South Africa had a different name. Do you know how many times I have to explain that I am not South African, but I am from Southern Africa? Technically, I am from South Africa. It's just that there's a country called South Africa, and I'm not from that country. I am from Botswana. I'm in Botswana, which is a country in Southern Africa. I can't say I'm South African because...
If you want to know any country that is working, if you want to know any group of people that are doing well, is when foreigners, people that are not living in that country, started applauding you guys, sharing how their life got transformed for good ever since they moved to that country. That is how to know a country that is working. That is how to know beautiful country that has a lot of beautiful people's interest at heart. Hearing this from a foreigner and how amazing South Africa is actually changed a lot of things that we constantly hear from Nigerians about South Africa. Because if you know Nigerians too well, there is always something negative to have to say about South Africa. One of the things they point out is the fact they feel like South Africans do not like them. Is it just Nigerians? Why, if you're Nigerian watching, why do you think South Africans do not like you? Do you think it has anything to do with your behavior, or do you think they just do not like you? But I totally disagree with you. Most of people living in South Africa has actually applauded South Africans for being welcoming, being humble. Like I can tell you guys for free that South Africa and Ghanaians have the same trait together. Like they have the same sort of character, and they are soft people. They are not quick to make money. That's why you can barely hear any bad thing happening in that country. Most of the things we hear on the TV, on the news happening in South Africa are mostly done by foreigners in that country. What they are saying is that they love people, but you guys should stop suppressing them. South Africa is not the only country in Africa. Try and make a lot of explore, because they feel like they are taking up their properties, taking off their resources meant for them. And if you keep giving out without knowing your fate, how will you progress? Like how will you have enough for your country? Because what most of this African country does is that they come and suck you dry. Let me take it down to some ways Nigerians behave sometimes. Like you can randomly meet a Nigerian, and what this person is mostly after is, how do I enrich my pocket? How do I survive? How do I get richer? And this is not the mindset of other African countries. South Africa and West Africa is not the same thing, right? They have their own vibe. They have their own way. But one of the things I would like to take here is that there are also some South Africans living in Nigeria. So what some Nigerians are saying on this video is that let them treat them just the way South Africans are treating Nigerians in Nigeria. Do you understand? Well, how the way South Africans are treating Nigerians in South Africa? You heard what the lady said. She's living in South Africa. She was like, why are South Africans always telling Nigerians to go back to their country? But I kind of think that it's because of the stigma. It's because of the pollution and the way some Nigerians behave in South Africa, which they frown so much at. So when they see you coming to their country, they just feel like traumatized. I'll use that word traumatized. What are you coming to my country to do? Are you sure you're coming to my country to do something good or do something bad? Are you sure you're not coming to my country to suppress me, to go, as in take the best part of businesses and the best part of life? And one of the things I don't really like about Nigerians is the way they rub it on people's faces. Like they can randomly come, take things that belong to you, and you have absolutely nothing to do about that. That is not nice. It is not nice. When you come to people's country, be humble. Humility pays. Because when you have some South Africans living in Nigeria, they don't rub it on their faces that they are taking the best businesses, they're taking the best houses, they're taking their women. Just the way we have a lot of Nigerians brag in the faces of South Africans. Those things can be served as provocation, and it is not nice. I'm going to rest it here. Let me know what is really happening in South Africa. What is really going on with the foreigners taking up the resources? Let me know. I have a lot of knowledgeable people here, so I believe that the comment section will be as interactive as ever. If this is the first time coming across my face, thank you so much for being amazing. You're welcome to Julie Harrison React. Don't make it your last by subscribing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.